Hey there, members of the Graveyard, and welcome back to another Monster Hunter Wilds weapon guide for beginners. We have 4 days, 4, not 8, 4 days. Oh my god, 4 days until the game comes out. I'm having trouble sleeping at night. I'm chomping at the bit here. I cannot wait for this game to come out. I'm so excited. So today we're going to be covering the hammer and all the things that encompass it. Now there's a lot of boring logistical information about this video that's down in the description that you can read if you want to, but just note that this is the beta, not the final version. All the changes and stuff that are coming in the final version we will be covering in another video, so don't worry about that. I think that's it. So with all of that out of the way, let's get into it. Now, I think the most important part about learning a weapon is the fact that we need to be in a controlled space. We need to be in a calm, controlled space where we can process information in a nice way. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up my notes over here and mess nothing else up about my recording while I'm clicking on my other screen. That totally hasn't happened like 5 times. These are one-take videos, so they're very annoying to do over when that does happen again. I'm kind of trying my hand at different ways of creating content. I'm new to this, but I like the one take. I feel like it's genuine, and I feel like it's down to earth, and I feel like that is important when we disclose information for educational purposes. And again, it's important to take our time to learn these weapons, because some of these weapons, not this one, have a lot of things going on. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. Actually, never bad. It's never bad that there's not a lot to a weapon. All of these weapons are a lot of fun. So we want to make sure that we take time to learn everything that our weapon has to offer, because we can go months, weeks, sometimes years, not knowing that weapons can do things. I'm not speaking for personal experience. And sometimes those things that we are unaware of can actually change our mind about how the weapon works entirely, because it can make the weapon from being terrible to really good, depending on the information that we're missing. So let's go ahead and cover real quickly. I like to just discuss that being in focus mode a lot with this weapon is actually quite good. We have a lot of big attacks that we don't want to miss, so we want to have good agency over where our character is aiming, and with focus mode, we can do that quite easily. Now, I will go ahead and mention our normal roll outside of focus mode. We have access to it only while we're facing forward. If not, we have this side roll. The side roll is just a little bit shorter than the normal roll, so kind of play around with how you like it. That being said, I will recommend that we try out, at the very least, I tried it out and I can't go back, trying out toggling the focus mode instead of holding down the button all the time. I've gotten used to it. It felt a little clunky at first. I messed it up a lot, but now that I have understood how focus mode works and how important it is and all the great things that it does, this is the way for me. I hope you at least check it out and see if it's good for you, but I've seen plenty of people who play the OG way, using the right stick to relock back onto the monster, clicking it, and manually turning. A lot of Monster Hunter players play claw, so that's like holding your controller up and like using your finger like this. A lot of people, especially myself, got used to playing that way, but I never liked playing that way. And focus mode kind of alleviates needing to do that in a lot of situations. I still end up doing it half the time though. But for our new players, use focus mode. It's good. And if it's not good, you'll find out in the videos that it's not good for, because I think I do a good job of explaining that. So we are going to dive right in. We're going to go over our defensive options, which is rolling. That's it. That's our defensive options. We have an offensive defensive option, but we'll discuss that in a bit. Let's go into our Y combo. This is our bread and butter. We need to get very familiar with how this works. Now, they added something amazing in this game. We can move in between every swing. In older games, you would have to run up to the monster, plant your feet, hit the Y button 3 times, and hope that it didn't move. Very annoying, especially because we want that big, juicy final hit. But now, in this game, between hits, we can move hitting the left or right analog stick after any of our Y attacks. Now, we have our stationary overhead slam, which we can move to the right. We can also start our Y combo by holding any direction, hit the Y button for its side smash. Now, what is the point of doing this? Well, the side smash is quicker, which gets us deeper into our combo faster, So we get to that final big upswing hit that does a lot of damage. So this is when we want to get there quickly. And this is when we have a bit more of an opening. So those are our two different ways that we can use our YY combo. Now with focus mode, we can move a lot. We can basically do a 180 with this thing. I can start over here, miss the monster, and then within the second swing, I am turned all the way around. This is why focus mode is amazing for this weapon. It's literally so good. Now, our B button, that's about it for the Ys. We will discuss, there's a secret thing about our upswing that we will discover near the end, because it's kind of just like a little advanced trick, or intermediate, I would say. Not too crazy. We'll talk about our B button. Our B button literally is just Big Bang. Now, Big Bang is for big openings. Because if you miss the first hit, that's it, you're done. So Big Bang has to hit. It has to connect. So naturally, monsters aren't just going to let us do this. So we have to earn these openings for our Big Bang. And I will say that in focus mode, you can turn between every hit. So you can, and I don't know, maybe you started at the wrong angle. You want to like work your way towards the head. Maybe you started off to the right or off to the left. But just note that when you're in focus mode, you can kind of turn the Big Bang, and you cannot really delay these hits. They must be pressed. I wouldn't worry about timing. Just keep hitting it. I just do like a light tap. But this is very good for, I'll say, decent-sized openings. Now, we need to go over the bread and butter, the staple of the hammer. It's what you will be doing once you get really comfortable with it, and that is our charges. So our charges have 3 levels. We have white, orange, and red, and that's charges 1, 2, and 3. In my opinion, it's 1, 2, and 3. Some people don't think that the first charge is a charge and that there's only 2 and 3, the orange and the red, but there is 3 levels of charge. There's white, there's orange, and there is red. So in our white, if we let go of the right trigger, that is how we do our charged attacks. Or by hitting the Y button while we are doing it, I like to just release the right trigger. You can figure out what you like more. So we have our normal, our level 1, that is just a singular swipe. We can then do a side smash out of that, or we can do a follow-up Y for this little kind of backwards swipe. This is good, quick damage if there's a fast opening. And we are early in our charge. Now, we can also just charge again. And we can also, after the charged follow-up, the Y, we can then go straight into our Y combos. We can go straight into a Big Bang. So let's say we do this, the second hit knocks the monster out, we can then just go straight into Big Bang. You can also go straight into the Y combo, as I just said. And you also can initiate Spinning Bludgeon. Now, Spinning Bludgeon is a move that has to come from an attack. We start spinning. Keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning, keep spinning, and we fall over, and then our weapon's stuck in the ground. You cannot roll out of that animation. So how do we make sure that doesn't happen? Well, during Spinning Bludgeon, we can, after each swing, we can hit the Y button to do the spinning follow-up. So this is hitting it as early as possible. We do spinning follow-up. And this is after you let... It's either 3 or 4. I think, for me, I'd say it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so not even 4. It's 5 hits. 2, 3, 4, 5. And that gives you a big, spinning, strong upswing finish. Now, after the 5th hit, so let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On number 5, that's when you want to hit Y. Because if we don't hit Y on the 5th, I think we maybe get one more leeway, one extra spin of leeway. But if we spin too much, we do this big kind of burnout where we spun too much with our weapon. And we actually get a lot more. We actually get a lot more than the amount that we thought as leeway. basically don't spin to the end of it. Hit the Y button at some point during this, depending on how big your opening is, so that you don't throw your mace into the ground and you're stuck there looking like a dingus, because everyone will laugh at you if they see you with your mace in the ground. So don't be that person. It's very embarrassing. Now, let's talk about level 2. Level 2, that's not level 2. Level 2 is when we're orange. Now, this is a great way to do hit and run damage and get those sneaky headshots in, because we want to be getting as many headshots in as possible. The hammer is the knockout king. We want to be knocking the monsters out as much as possible so that we can keep doing our big bangs and doing our big charge attacks on them without them being able to fight back. So this is perfect for sniping those quick opportunities for headshots. Just as much, the level 1 charge is for like more smaller openings, I would say, but you'll find that the sweet spot is definitely going for the level 2 charge is really good at generating knockout. And then doing this is, it's kind of the same amount of knockout, but this charge, trust me, you want to be doing this until the monster gets knocked out. Now, we can't always go for it, because sometimes we might have to hold our charge longer because the monster's doing an attack. We might have to grip out of the way. We'll go over what I just did there in a second. But for most part, you can find openings to let this rip and then make sure you roll out of it. But we do have all of the same follow-up options as our level 1 charge, and that is the same thing for level 3 charge. All the charges after they've let in their attack rip. We will now talk about the level 3 charge. This big overhead slam. We have access to a side smash, the big bang, spinning bludgeon. All of the attacks have a Y follow-up, like this. This one doesn't have the Y follow-up, but we can immediately go into overhead smashes. But the level 2 charge has the charge follow-up, good quick damage, and the level 1 also has access to the charge follow-up. So all the follow-ups are very similar. Now, there is something special about getting to level 3 charge, and that is when we were at level 3 charge, we can hit Y and B to initiate the mighty charge slam. Now, this is not as long of an opening. We don't need as much of an opening to get this off as we do for our big bang. So this is kind of a medium to large opening that we know the monster is giving us, that we want big damage from. It is very risky though, because we are stuck in that full animation and stuck there a little bit longer after it too, once it's finished. So those are our damage options from... We've learned our Y, our B, we've learned how our charge works. Now, let's talk about what happens when we are charging. So when we are charging and we roll, we lose it. We have to start all over again. So we have this B button that we can hit. We do a little dash, and this is sometimes enough to get you just enough out of the way, and then you can turn around, smack the monster. Or if they whiffed on a big enough attack, you're holding your level 3 charge, you turn around, and then give them the business with our mighty charge slam. So that's kind of how to use that. But you'll see that being showcased more in the hunt that is after the weapon breakdown. Now we have one more thing to, maybe even 3 more things, because I might forget. We have to talk about, when we're in focus mode, our wounds, right? So we can use our wound popper at any point running around using right bumper. Let's go ahead and do that and see what happens. Now, we can then, after a wound popper, go straight into the second part of our Y combo, into the final upswing. We can also use it out of a charge. Let's say we step to the right. Oh, good opportunity. Don't even need to let go. Then, because we have a charge, after our wound pop, we can immediately go into a mighty charge slam. Now, we don't need to have our charge pre-charged when we get the wound pop. I'll show it here. Wagon Chan. We need to turn her wounds on. Apply those changes. So we can just hit the wound and then hold right trigger during this so that we are at max charge so that we can go into our Mighty Charge Slam outside of the wound. Now, there's two more things that I want to discuss. When we jump off cliffs, and to get that little jump up, we have to roll into the cliff. If we just walk off of it, we won't get that little kick up. So make sure you get some extra airtime by rolling into the cliff. We can then hold charge in the air, and depending on the height, we could land with a level 3 charge. This is very good because we can sort of loop this. If we find the right ledge, we can again, for any of my Marvel Rivals fans out there. So that's just a quick tip. Some cheeky, janky stuff that you can do with the weapon. We also, I have a hard time getting this thing to work with me, we can slide down ramps if the thing would let me. And while we are sliding, we can release for this kind of spinning bludgeon attack. It's a lot easier to showcase out in the wild, but this is very good. You slide down slopes in this game. You kind of get on your butt and slide. And if you're charging your mace while doing it, releasing your charge while on the slope will make that spinning bludgeon attack. So that is it for the full weapon breakdown. If you got everything that you needed, I'll see you later. Drop a comment and a like. Tell me about how much you love Monster Hunter or anything Monster Hunter related, or if I missed something and explain this terribly, feel free to let me know that as well. But then leave a comment, because I know that at first you're sour, but then you're sweet, right? Well, goodbye, all of my people who only wanted the full weapon breakdown. We'll see you on the next one. Maybe. But for those of us who want the full hunt, to see a genuine experience, a genuine hunt, not a speed run, not I've killed the Doshaguma, this Alpha Doshaguma 7,000 times. I haven't. I'm getting up there, though, in the numbers. But for every weapon, I've tried to only do anywhere from 5 to 7 kills of him, because I want people to see a more down-to-earth experience of what their hunts will look like after they get a couple under their belt. Now, do take in mind that I have been playing this game for a long time. I've been playing since I was a kid. So your hunts, even after 5 or 6 or 7 hunts, they might not look exactly like mine. But I guarantee that if you stick with any weapon that you are interested in learning, you will see improvement. And that is what it's all about. We want to get better so that we can look cooler and feel cooler in our hunts. We want to beat these monsters into the dirt. So good hunting practice, always refill your items. I'm going to talk to our little handler here, pop open the quest, and we're going to get started. Now we want to make sure we eat. The food buffs in this game do last longer, but again, just showing good hunting practice. Make sure you eat before your hunts. Check your timers. I know the food buffs last through death, and they last quite long. But just check. And don't cut it close. There's no reason to. I've got 35 minutes. This hunt could be 35 minutes. I'm going to eat. Good for me, and it's good for you. Now, I'm going to let my secret do its thing. I'm going to go ahead and equip my small dung pods. We can use large ones, but I find large ones are kind of annoying because they make the Alpha Doshaguma run away as well. And I don't like chasing him around. So I'm just going to sneak in here. Pop the ones that I don't want, which is just going to be this guy. I'm going to throw my ghillie mantle so I can get the sneak attack. Bang. And off to the races we go. He's going to scream. I'm going to try to roll it. Not find any success. Going to take my mantle off because I don't like the way that it looks. We're going to do a big slam. A big opening. Another slam. Headshot. Follow-up swing. Rolling. Focus mode on. We're going to smack that little opening right in the kisser. We're gonna kind of boogie on over here. give a big hit. We're gonna go straight into our spinning bludgeon. I'm just gonna go ahead and do another one because it's a cool new move and I love it. And I'm gonna go into the spinning bludgeon. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang. Take a little chomp, but that's okay. Forgot to talk about the offset. So, because I forgot to talk about the offset, we're gonna try to do it. So, as a part of our Y combo, 1, 2, nope. Need to get a little more charge up here. So, the last part of our combo, our Y combo, is an offset. So, we need to swing and hit the monster. At the same time that it hits us, we have another little guy coming in here. So the last part of our Y combo, 1, 2, 3. No, not quite. Roll out of the way here. Go for a headshot. Bang. Bang. Roll. Headshot. Really? We're supposed to be charging while that was happening. 1, 2, and then I'm gonna go for a big bang here. 1, 2, 3. I promise I will show the offset. I promise. Should have showed it in the full weapon breakdown. Gotta go ahead and drop this preemptively. Gonna roll back here. Come on. Get my charge going. Boogie on down with the hammer hits. Let's do a bludgeon. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now see how I'm holding the attack? You can hold the third hit of the attack, or the follow-up. And that is the offset that we're trying to do here. Do for a quick hit here. Go for a level 3 on the head. Oh, rolled the wrong way to avoid that. Cat's got us covered though. Hit, hit, hit. We got the offset. We can follow that up with a mighty charge. I just messed it up, but that's kind of showcasing the offset attack. Oh no! I forgot he does 2 slams, so we're gonna eat garbage there. I'm gonna be forced to heal up. He's gonna do another slam. Big hit. Go straight back into charging. 1, 2. Then we go straight into Big Bang. Nope, you missed. Have to be closer. Big Bang successful. I'm gonna go 1, 2. Do a quick little side charge there. He is hating life right now. Make sure it's the head. Get some cheeky damage on the way out. Cool, things are going good. So, sorry about not showcasing the offset in the training room. Or maybe I did and I forgot. But it is a very good thing to remember. It is kind of tricky to pull off. But nonetheless, it is something that we need to make use of. I am going to get some mountage here, kind of built up, so that whenever he decides to stop, kind of Lawrencing of Arabia here, traveling through the desert. Hopefully he doesn't fall in that hole. Okay, well, now we have nothing else to do but to sit here and contemplate life. Maybe chug an antidote. Nope, the game won't let me. Can't even let me have the blue stuff. So we have to wait for him to regret life's decisions, limp out of this hole. And then sometimes he decides to fight me after this, sometimes not. Looks like he's being a good Alpha Doshaguma. Building up some more mountage. You have to hit monsters with successive jumping attacks to eventually mount them. So I think once he stops here, we'll get the mount right away. I'm going to go ahead and cover this guy in wounds, because he does get knocked down quite a lot. I feel like in multiplayer, this will be good etiquette. Like, if you get the mount just to cover the monster in wounds, we'll go ahead and use the right bumper on the wound that we've made with our knife stabs. You can Y while you're mounted on the monster. And not enough of an opening to do the big bang. Oh man, I wanted to offset that. Okay, so we're just kind of playing it safe here. Don't fall for that. Good hit. Should have followed it up. Swipe. Swipe gets me. It's my nemesis against this guy. It's that little merry-go-round swipe that he does. You have enough time for this? We do. Actually, let's see if we can showcase sliding attack. Doesn't look like the angle is quite right. Another big bang here. See if we can realign ourselves. Oof. Tough break. Nice bonk on the head. Could have used the charging sidestep. 1, 2. Dang. I went for the offset. A little tricky. As you can see, I don't know. Oh, my controller disconnected. Ooh! That was scary. I was like, what is my character doing? And then, oh, our controller disconnected. He's gonna recover from this pretty longly, go for the big slam. One, two, hold it. Oh, his rear back was just a little too long. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And he's out of there. Now, I will say using the ghillie mantle is very good. I sometimes space out on it because it really wasn't for much in the first game. But now we can keep throwing it on, getting sneak attacks, and I believe I can get another sneak attack right here. Then I can throw on my ghillie mantle. Nope. Oh god. I think this might get rid of my ghillie mantle. No, it doesn't. Hold on. Respect my ghillie mantle. He will let me get another sneak attack off here. You just have to trust. Oh, no, the raptors. Okay, well, we're going to join in the fun. We're joining in the fun here. 1, 2. We're going to pop a wound here. Not going to be too worried about going over to the head, because we have another one to pop. 1, 2, 3. Usually, on hammer, we want to make sure that we are hitting the head as much as possible. But sometimes, it's better to take damage than get no damage. 1. Try to do the offset here in. 1. Nope. He took all the time in the world. Charge up. 1, 2. 1, 2. Nope. Oh, that's gonna suck. Woo! Dodge to the right side. Usually mess that one up. Merry-go-round. Ow. Stop that. Hey, knock it off. Go for the third one. Showcasing the sidestep here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Woo! Don't have enough time. Woo! Where did he go? Nice. That turn with the focus mode. Again, won't worry about running all the way over to the head, because we have another wound. Big damage, beating the brakes off this guy. Woo! That's good hunting. I don't know about y'all, but that's good hunting. So I think I've remembered to do everything. I could be missing something. We've been using the charging step. We used the offset. I haven't had any success doing it twice. I think we've used every charge attack we have with all the follow-ups. We've used our Big Bang. We've used the Mighty Swing. The hammer is a great weapon. Very beginner-friendly, too, might I add. But it does have a lot of depth. But a lot of that depth comes from nuance. Hopefully I said that right. Or I guess what I mean to say is that a lot of it comes from the overall... It comes from knowledge. Not so much like the weapon itself, but getting experience with the weapon. Two. Okay, he fell over. That's good. Using our little charging sidestep there. Oh, not happy. Oh no, the lightning. It knocked him up. Oh, well, he's... The lightning knocked him up? Is that what I said? Hopefully, I knew that was going to happen. So he was kind of like writhing back and forth there. Kind of negating our window. But I'm still going to keep beating him, even when he's running away. That's fine. A lot of weird interactions that happen there. We should have angled ourselves better, or maybe even gotten a little bit closer before we did that Big Bang. And the lightning striking, sort of waking him up. We knocked him over, but him getting struck by a lightning bolt made him stand up, which is understandable. So we're going to wait for him to go to sleep here. Can't follow them into their dens anymore. We used to be able to just super glue ourselves to the monster and they would fall asleep. So we're going to come in now that he seems like he wants to be a sleepy boy. I'm going to put a barrel down. And put another barrel down. And put a trap down. I'm going to try my best. Dang it. I wanted the, I don't even know if that hit him. But I wanted not the initial hit of it, but the second hit of it to be the hit that wakes him up, so it would do double damage. We're going to wait for you to get in this trap. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Go straight into Big Bang. 1, 2. Maybe we can finish it. Oh, we got a wound. Doing damage here. Whoa, that was bad. I'm gonna throw my ghillie mantle on. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Ooh, Dodge that little swipe. Should have used our... Gonna smack him in the belly here. Because I don't like that he was doing his big attack. Spinning bludgeon. Hold it. Oh, nope, no. That's bad. That's bad. Of course, I swear the monsters, they know when you're trying to go for the offset, and then they immediately do their, like, one of their longest wind-up attacks ever. Because you can't hold the offset of the move forever. Pull forward. Pull out of there. Grapple to the side. Slam it. Miss. One more. Okay. Damn. We're gonna stay down. If you stay down, you keep your immunity frames. So if you find yourself in a sticky situation like that, stay on the ground. Unless you get hit with the first, because you can't stay down forever. All right. That's the hunt. Wow, that was fun. The hammer is an incredible weapon. I love what they have done with it in Monster Hunter Wilds. I could play this weapon forever. One of my favorites, an all-time classic too. Definitely has been one of my favorite weapons for a very, very long time, and I love everything they've done with it. Probably repeat myself a billion more times. So, if we... Let me get my notes here, make sure I don't miss anything. I hope you enjoyed this demonstration of the weapon. And I hope that with the things that you have learned from watching this hunt, you can kind of draw your own conclusions and play styles about the weapon. Don't be too quick to judge any of the weapons because none of them are in their final states and you should just play what you want. This is a PvE game. Have fun with it. There's no, I guess unless you're a speedrunner, but we're not here to compete with each other. We're not here to worry about only playing with people who use whatever the best weapon is or whatever. Like, have fun. Okay, have fun. These games don't come out every year. Like, these ain't no Call of Duties, all right? These games are handcrafted gems that only hit our gaming digest every 3, 5 to 8 years. So take your time with it and have fun with it, because I have made some great friends through playing this. I've made some great memories through playing this, and I have also created great memories because of all of that as well. So if I missed anything, you learned anything, had fun with me, the whole shebang, drop a like, drop a comment, let me know, tell me about your Monster Hunter experience. Tell me everything. I want to meet new people over this game. Want to make new friendships. We're going to be streaming it, big lobbies hopefully. And yeah. I hope you had a great day. Or have a great day, or maybe tomorrow will be a great day. I don't know, but I hope something great happens to you soon. And we'll catch you on the next one.